Good, good evening,
Yeah,
Mr.
good evening. How you doing?
How are you doing, sir?
I'm very well. Very well.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Loud and clear.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
it's nice to have you back on our Inside Business Africa TV.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we're just gonna cut to the chase and talk about what actually brought us out here, and that's digital marketing in
Okay.
the modern era, going
Okay.
beyond. So, how's the isolation on your side?
It's been interesting staying, trying to stay safe and still do work. The peculiarity of our environment still makes us go out, even as much as we want to uh, be indoors completely, we just have to go out for one thing or the other to pick up something, or there are some things that just require your attention that you have to leave your house. So that being said, that's just how it has been for me so far.
So, my first question: what role has digital marketing played in years past?
For me, when we talk about digital marketing, it's pretty much understanding technology as things have evolved. In 20, 30 years ago, we wouldn't have called it digital marketing. We would have called it maybe advertising. We would have called it marketing communications. We would have called it so many other things because of the technology at the time. So I want to cast my mind to when the radio was eventually discovered and people started having radio stations, and they now started using radio stations as a form of as a marketing channel to sell and market their products and services to the world. That I'm sure at that time it would have been foreign to some people to see how is it possible for there to be radio, and how is it possible for us to be able to plug in marketing and advertising with radio. So moving down to this current era that we find ourselves, and how social media platforms and how digital platforms have pretty much evolved and gotten more, should I use the word stable? That is what we see right now. In the future, in the nearest future, when AI, VR, that's AI, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, now becomes the thing of the future, would we say it's social media or digital marketing? The way I see it, I think it's marketing based on the times we find ourselves. So yes, for now we can call it digital marketing because a lot of businesses, companies, people are now digitally savvy. They spend a lot of time, a lot of time online. We can now say, oh yes, this is the era of digital marketing. So I want to believe what we call digital marketing now will further evolve in the future to things that will be more complex. And we're already seeing that with big data, with Internet of Things, with the help of artificial intelligence. We're already seeing, we're having a glimpse of what the future will be like. So in the future, maybe we might not need to have a computer as an interface to have this meeting. Maybe all I need to do is look at the wall or just look in front of me, and I will see you right in front of me through maybe a device, or there will be so many things. Maybe in the future, I might not need to carry a phone,
So, but
So
digital
many
marketing has
because
been
what does a phone?
around for over a decade now. So, unlike portrays the same question, how has digital marketing played a role in our economy today?
Playing a role in an economy, it has really helped. It has democratized information. It has empowered the underdogs. I want to say that way. It has empowered on the underdogs, that democratize information. Because right now with digital marketing, I can get my product and service. I don't really necessarily have to have a very big budget. I can get my products and services out to people anywhere in the world with my little budget, with my little skills. Even if I don't have money to do paid advertising, with my good content and with the help of people, they can share my content. My content can go viral. It has helped the economy at large. It has really made everybody play on an even playing field. That's what digital marketing has done to businesses, to nations at large. That's for me. That's where I see it. It's easy for you to get a breaking news from a tweet than it was years ago. You had to wait for 7 o'clock or 4 o'clock or 10 o'clock news. But now with a tweet, you already know what's happening. With a tweet, you can know if there is a roadblock somewhere and you decide to take another way, or check Google Maps. Things so it has really enabled the way we live, the way we work, and the way we do business.
Thank you. So what is digital marketing really? Because 5 years ago, some people would just take their phone, snap pictures. Even today, someone can just have 16,000 followers and she brands herself an influencer. Does that classify her as a digital marketer? Yes or no?
No, it doesn't classify her as a digital marketer. It classifies her as an influencer on a social media platform. What we need to understand is digital marketing is a subset of, like in marketing communications, we call it integrated marketing communication. It's different arms of the marketing communication or the marketing mix coming together. Then that one makes it integrated. So if I'm to break down the marketing mix or the marketing communication mix, you have public relations, you have advertising, you have sales and promotions, you have direct marketing. So let me further break it down. Direct marketing is what we know today as activation. So when a particular brand goes out and samples a product, they say they do an activation. They do experiential marketing. That is part of direct marketing. You have PR, which is public relations. We all know what public relations is. For the benefit of those that do not know what public relations is, basically communicating. You're trying to, so in breaking it down, the difference between public relations and advertising, like from examples I've seen, is advertising, like marketing, is me telling you that, hi, my name is Emeka and I'm a digital marketer. That is advertising. I am selling myself. Oh, my name is Emeka, I'm a tech entrepreneur and I'm a certified digital marketer. That is advertising. Public relations, on the other hand, is when someone comes and tells you, Joshua, have you heard of one Mr. Emeka Ebeniro? He's a very good digital marketer and the CEO of that is PR. So to break it down, PR is more about what people say about you, the trust your stakeholders have, and how you communicate and manage the communication and risk and every other thing in between. That is PR. Advertising, on the other hand, is what you majorly say about yourself. It's you are selling yourself. Oh, I am this, I am that. That is advertising. PR is getting what people say about you and amplifying what they say about you. That is PR. Sales promotion is when you want to do promotions, you want to sell. For instance, Joshua runs a tech company and they want to do promotion in service, and they say, oh, this month we want to, or 1st of September, you get double your data when you buy XYZ amount of data. That is a sales promotion. That can also work in line with your direct marketing or experiential arm, where you now go into the market and they get people to be part of that sales. That can also work with your PR where they go and amplify that and they get people to say good things about Joshua's telecom company. That is PR. But it all started from the idea and you now advertise it, but you now use those other marketing mix or marketing channels to now sell that particular idea. That is the idea of integrated marketing promotion. Now, when you now take that, the other part of that is now digital, which is doing what I should have done offline, which is without the internet, without social media, but now I'm doing it on social media. Where does that influencer come into play? She is not an expert. The way I see it is, we all grew up in school where you had a very popular person. Even on your street, in your neighborhood, there's this popular person that everybody in the neighborhood knows. They call him maybe Egbon or this or Auntie this. So she is an influencer. Now, if there's any decision I want to make in that neighborhood, if he says, yes, this is the way we're going to do it, if he talks about it, everybody says, okay, yes, we agree with you. That is the role of an influencer. It doesn't mean that that person is an expert in security. It doesn't mean that person is an expert in food. It doesn't mean that person is an expert in relationship matters. But that person is respected for one reason or the other, and everybody listens to that person. That person now becomes the influencer of that neighborhood. It could even be the person that owns the biggest bar or lounge in your area. That can be the influencer because everybody gathers there. So it's what that will spread. That is what an influencer does. It doesn't make, like I said, it doesn't mean that person is a good cook or security person or anything. It's just that the person has a personality that everybody is attracted to, and they listen to the person, and that can influence their decision. That is the role of an influencer. That same thing that Auntie does in the neighborhood is the same thing the influencer does online. We like you, we listen to you, we'll buy from you. That influencer cannot put down. What makes you a digital marketer is ability to understand systems, processes, your consumer, be able to be strategically lay out a plan on how to move your brand from point A to point B. And all the tools and all the channels you have to use, that will make you a digital marketer. An influencer is not a digital marketer. That is it. Because for a digital marketer, you must know how to generate leads. You must know how to send emails. You must know how to do social media strategy and use all the tools. You must know how to identify and break down your target audience. That is very, 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 very important. Hello?
I think there was a network challenge.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So like I was saying, you must know how to break down your target audience. Once you do that, then that makes you a digital marketer. So any popular celebrity, any popular influencer is not a digital marketer. That's the difference. So digital marketing is basically the way you know marketing as the marketing, the context of marketing, the concept of marketing is, but you are doing it online. That's the difference. That is the difference. Why do I say that? The way I behave offline is mostly different from the way I behave online. From what we learned after my years in marketing communication up to this very point, when we want to break down a target audience, when we profile someone, we say, oh, this is his age, this is how much he spends, this is where he goes, this is his influence, this is his do. So now imagine me after work, I stop by at my favorite sports bar to have some drinks and watch my favorite team play. And I do that. That if you are targeting me, you know that between 6 or between 7 and 9 or 10 p.m., you'll find this type of person there. So if you work in a beverage company, whether alcoholic or non-alcoholic, you have the best time to put your message to your target audience, especially those that love football and want to unwind after work, would be between that 7 and 10. That is I'm your target audience. But imagine that online. What would I be doing online between 7 and 10? That same behavior that I'm doing offline, going to my sport bar, there is a similar pattern of me doing that online. So it could be that between 7 and 10, I'm watching my favorite team play and hanging out with my guys. In between, I am checking, maybe I'm on Twitter and I'm bantering with other people that are not here. And I'm telling them, I see your coach, see your player, see that behavior. So what a digital marketer will do is a digital marketer will not target me, my behavior that he has seen offline. You look for that same pattern of me online. So when my favorite team is playing, he will flash his ad at my face. As I'm watching his ad on my device, when I look up on the screen, I'm seeing the same ad. That is what you work, what that's what you call integrated marketing communication. That is when you work with a good brand manager and you work with an expert digital marketer. Two of them work together. They take that same brief, that same idea, they break it down and they adapt it to offline person and they adapt it to the online person. So in other words, even when I go to bed, I will not forget that ad because I saw a version of the ad on my phone, I saw it on the screen, and when I was driving to go, I heard it on the radio. That is an excellent way of executing your marketing communication. That's an excellent way and a strategic way of putting out your message. So for me, it is what anybody that wants to go into digital marketing should understand is first and foremost, beyond jumping into understanding how to use Twitter and how to use Instagram, how to use LinkedIn, and how to use all that. The first and foremost thing you need to understand human beings. You need to understand consumer behavior. You need to understand what marketing is, the concept of marketing. Once you understand the concept of marketing, once you understand the consumer behavior, once you understand how people relate with each other, then you have that. Then you can now learn how to use these tools to your advantage. Because what are these tools? These platforms are just tools. Tools don't operate themselves. You operate tools. You use tools to get your work done. That's what tools are. A laptop will not operate itself. I use a laptop to do so many things. To design, to edit video, to do presentation. The presentation will not do itself. So what am I saying? You need to understand that once you understand that, you can now use that knowledge in your digital marketing. That is how it works. Somebody that doesn't know how friends greet each other and now wants to send a campaign or send an email or start a conversation online, and he doesn't know how this particular clique of people greet each other, cannot be a good digital marketer. So that's my point. So to cut the long story short, it is important that everyone that is interested in digital marketing, first and foremost, do your homework, understand people, understand what marketing is all about generally, understand consumer behavior, then you now go deep dive and start learning how to use these tools. So once you learn how to use these tools, you now understand how to develop strategy. You realize that the strategy that I'm developing in digital marketing still ties back to my good understanding of human beings, my good understanding of people relationship. It's very simple. Trust me, the best digital marketers in the world, they understand people. They have good vision. They might not understand what's the power of communication, and that's what they use to develop platform. That's what they use to sell their products and services. I hope I'll be able to answer your question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emeka. I remember we'll soon be rounding up though, but I remember on our last discussion, we made mention of most of these big companies we see today doing mass publicity all over the place, not really getting back the money, the profit that they are investing in. So can you just elaborate on why they are not making money and what are the mistakes they are making, and why people that are young entrepreneurs who want to enter digital marketing should not follow patterns like that?
Okay. Why I would say that is because it has happened to me myself. I am an certified digital marketer. I've been certified for close to 5 years now. I'm a certified digital marketer. I've spent thousands of dollars running ads on different platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and likes. And I have bought several plugins, templates, and all that. See, if you do not understand and know how to reach your target audience, not the target audience, your target audience, you would waste so much money. I have spent money. I don't want to call it wasted money, but have failed and have learned so many things. If you are selling a baby product and your baby product advert keep coming to me and you're targeting me, and I don't want to have a baby, or I'm done having babies, you're wasting your time. Another thing is, what also makes you a good marketer, digital or not, is what is the objective of this campaign? Sometimes the big organization claim that the objective is to build awareness, but really their objective is to drive conversion. They want people to buy, not just know. They want people to buy. Now, if your objective is to buy, but you are just doing awareness, just showing it to everybody, you will not get conversion. Because you showed me, baby product, I don't know, I'm not going to buy. Women sanitary towel and all that, I am not going to buy. I am not your target audience. So when you send that to me, I will not buy. So that is the difference. The mistake this organization have made in the past is believe that if they spread it out to 2 million, 10 million, 20 million people, they will have 20 million buyers. No. If you spread it to, instead of 20 million, if your target audience is 5 million, forget about, don't target your ad to 20. Focus on that 5. Like I said, it depends on the objective. Sometimes you might bring out a new product. Your first objective is awareness and not conversion yet, because nobody knows the product. That is different. But when you want to do a conversion strategy or conversion objective, you need to focus on conversion, on your core target audience. Reach them, and I bet you they will buy. They will buy. So if you're a young digital marketer, that's what I said, understand marketing. You need to understand what is the objective. Every day you go to work, every day you're sent a brief, every day you're working on a particular campaign or a client, always ask clear question. What is the objective? What are the expectations from this campaign? My objectives could be, I want to sell 50 parcels of this particular drink item and all that. But my expectation could also be, I also want to have 200 new followers. I also want to have XYZ impressions. I also want to have this, that. I also want to have testimonials. So that's an expectation. That is not necessarily an objective. So you need to ask, what are your expectations? So, sir, what do you expect? What are your expectations for this campaign? One. So what are the objectives? What's that? Because objective has to be measured. The digital marketer, you're into digital marketing. Your objectives have to be measured. What a clear way of setting our objective is, okay, I'm working on this campaign. Part of the objective is we want to move followers from 600 followers to 1,000 followers within 3 months. Objective number one. Two, we want to increase our sales and slash conversion, or increase our sales, which is a conversion objective. We want to increase our sales by XYZ. We want to, so those are objectives. Now, when I start working on that campaign, at the end of the campaign, if it's a 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year campaign, I want to go back. That's the important thing about digital marketing. You should be able to monitor and evaluate. You want to go back to that campaign and say, at the end of 6 months, we were able to meet objective one. We increased our followers from 600 not just to 1,000, but to 1,200. Objective number two, we were able to increase our sales from what we thought from 50 parcels a week to 300 parcels a week. Objective number three, we were able to, that is what makes you a digital marketer. It is not just posting on social media. It is not just clicking, boosting. No, you can plan a campaign. You can say, Joshua can say, oh, company, I have worked on this campaign. Here's my campaign plan. I want us to move this client's business from this level to this level. That's what makes you a digital marketer. And at the end of it, once you've spent the money, your budget and everything, at the end of it, you can now go back and say, yes, I met my objective. That one makes you an excellent digital marketer.
Thank you very much. I just got 2 more questions to ask you, then we'll call it a wrap. So, digital marketing now, what could you say are the challenges that go with digital marketing?
For me, we still have the fundamental challenge of getting more people to be digital savvy. That's still a fundamental challenge. We still have so many businesses that are not embracing digital marketing, or are not fully embracing digital marketing. That's the first one. Another challenge, which is a blessing and a curse, is we still have a lot of people that believe that they understand digital marketing. So like I said earlier, because you have an influence or you have followers, maybe because you dance or you do something, you now become that. You now think that you are a digital marketer, you are a genius. That's a very funny thing. Or because you know how to open an email, like people, you can open the same way you open your social media platform. So you open an email, you can. Oh, I can post on Instagram. Is it not just to click, put my picture, post and write something and leave it? So when people see that, they now feel like, oh yeah, the digital marketer. That's what. So I keep saying it. I keep saying it. Because you can post on a platform doesn't make you a digital marketer. I say it over and over again. Because you can post on Facebook and you can tweet doesn't make you a digital marketer. No, it doesn't. So that, for me, those are the challenges about digital marketing.
So lastly, we are in the innovative era. How can digital marketing bring money for me, or business, or individual, or entrepreneur, company, whatever? How can this digital marketing bring money?
Fantastic. Digital marketing will not just bring money. Digital marketing would also grow your business by growing your brand. What people need to understand now is, now more than ever, is when each and every one of us should embrace digital marketing and going hard on digital marketing, going all in, push your brand, sell your message. I always say this: it is not how much you know, it is how much you show. I don't care if you know everything and it's up here. It doesn't help anybody. But if you get out and you say it and you teach, you guide, a journey, then I now truly agree that you know. So digital marketing would help companies, would help individuals, will help ministries, will help government show what they truly know, show the world the value that they carry. That is what digital marketing would help. It's not, it's borderless. Somebody in India can go and check my page without even me knowing. It's borderless, it's global. So it's not just what I'm posting is only Lagos or my neighbors that will see. No, whatever you post, everybody has access to it. All they just need to do is find something that you links them to you through that content. If you're posting about football and you use a hashtag, I can use the hashtag to find you. You know, I can even use a search to find, I can find your tweet. I might not necessarily find you, but I can find your tweet, I can find your profile, and I can like your profile, and I can start following you, and we can become friends from there. So it's borderless. It's amazing. It's borderless. For me, I feel everybody should embrace it. It is not a case of, oh, it's that thing. It's not that thing. It is the thing. There is no, I keep saying, there is no digital marketing. There is only marketing. We are in a digital era. We are now marketing in a digital era. COVID had made it us all understand that we are marketing in a digital era. So the normal now is digital. Before anybody will buy a product, before anybody will do anything, they will go and do some digging. They'll go and do some finding. They'll try and look for you on Instagram. They'll try and look for you on Google. It is the way of life now. So now more than ever, it's for people, brands to position themselves as the one you want to work with, as the one you want to do business with. I am the one you want to do business with. How are you the one? Because I am present. I have my digital platform. I have my website, my social media. I have good content on social media. I am present. That is the kind of person and I care. That's the kind of person that you want to do business with. So, like I say, it is not how much you know, it is how much you show.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emeka. I really appreciate you for your time. God bless you. We need to feature you more in the future for more subsequent interviews. Thank you very much. Nice to having you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Cheers.